I felt this ashtray needed a little bit more representation, a larger video format. This is a ashtray made by Bullseye Glass Company uh, back in 1980. It's made from the ashes of Mount St. Helens when it exploded, and the company, I guess you can just melt the ashes and make glass. This is what they came up with. It was a novelty item that they handed out to vendors. You know, folks that bought the glass used it. Could see. Let's see. Try to read it. Made from. Here we go. I should have went the other way. Made from volcanic ash, Mount St. Helens. Yeah, that was quite the experience back then. The weather, even in the Northeast where I live, in New York, the the summer, that next summer, was basically never came. It was overcast, and you know, it's like a, you could see the skies were kind of misty, and yeah, it was quite the thing. But back in our studio, back in the 70s and 80s, we did a lot of lamp. You know, we made a lot of lamps. You know, lighting for uh, restaurants, TGI Fridays, and you know, over 600 domestic. Each one got 30 lamps, and you know, a dozen or so windows. You know, from you know, barrel windows to large pictorial windows. You know, ceilings, 8, 9 foot ceilings. But this is from, and yeah, we used quite a bit of bullseye glass. You know, we typically get a shipment of 6 to 12 cases at a time, and 400 pound, you know, 400 to 450 pound cases, and we went through quite a bit of it. So I guess this is their way of saying thank you. We were quite a customer, and you know, Bullseye Glass. It had a unique feature to it. It was unlike anything else at the time. It had an odd coating on it, and very irregular edging. And the sheets were a lot smaller. They were, I don't know, 20 by 30 ish. And it was compatible, you know, for fusing, but we used it for our lamps. And a lot of times we asked specifically for the end of day glass, which they'd send to us. And end of day, actually, end of the day, they took all different glass pigments together, and they let the guys be creative and come up with really unique glass. Some of it, you know, not some of it, all of it was pretty much one of a kind. I actually made a lamp for my mom using end of day glass. Uh, the blue, the stock blue that they made was more of a sky blue, or a dark blue. This was like a Dresden blue, a grayish blue. That I ended up with about, yeah, say about 3 or 4 sheets of it, and it was just a perfect match for my aunt. Actually, I made 2 lamps for my aunt with that glass. It was all bullseye glass. I have a picture. I have that lamp today, one of them, because my mom somehow acquired it from my aunt. Since then, you know, I've had it, and it was made in 1977. You know, when I was early on my studio days. I started in '76. In '77, I was still a rookie. You know, even after a year of just cutting glass, still considered a rookie. Takes about 3 years to really become proficient at it. But this is a nice piece I had laying around, and you know, I thought you might appreciate it. It's a really nice green. Uh, I don't know if it's like an olive, very interesting color, and the iridescent finish. I guess that's from the glass. I don't think they coated it. I'm not sure. I don't see it on the back really. It could be coated. But in any event, it's a little history here. Mount St. Helens exploding in 1980, and the Bullseye Glass Company with their making of the ashtray. It's quite a piece. I'm lucky I still have it after 45 years. But here it is. Thanks for watching. More videos on the way. I'll try to get more history related stuff out. I'll dig through my things I have. I have a lot of old items and stories and this and that. Uh, I'm gonna do my best to archive information. It's like, well, how did this come about? This ashtray, clearly 1980 Bullseye Glass Company, but the story behind it. Our studio. We had 30 employees. Many full-timers. Let's say upwards to 18 to 20 full-time employees. And my dad, my uncle, and we had a shop manager. Actually, had a secretary and bookkeeper and lawyers. We had accountants. So it was a big operation. And anyhow, this really 1980. That seems like yesterday. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time around. Take care.